What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I got my boy Paulie with me today, and we are gonna be catching invertebrates for my 200-gallon community tank. So we need a cleanup crew now. We're gonna get the fins on, get the mask on, head in the water, and see what we can catch. Here we go. Gotta get our mask, our fins on. Once we get all that stuff on, it's game time. We gotta catch some invertebrates. I am on the hunt today. Look at Paul, he's got his white. Embarrassing. I gotta go. We're gonna pack up. All right, Paul, see you tomorrow, bud.
Where you going?
All right, so this is where these come in handy. The nets, of course. What I do usually when catching these invertebrates is I'll take 2 little nets for the invertebrates, and then I'll kind of just like corner them and push them into, like, kind of use this net to force them into this net. And then boom, close the top of it, swim up, and then we're good to go. But with like lionfish and bigger fish, I'll take these nets. I'm gonna be bringing you guys along the whole journey today with the GoPro, so you're gonna see everything I catch, and it's gonna be absolutely epic. Look at how pretty. This is the same one we actually saw in the last diving video we did. I'm out of breath right now. Paul.
Dude, it's hard to swim out there. I don't even have fins.
It's a lot of current. But look at how pretty this thing is. All right, so I'm gonna swim back over, put him back out there, and let him live another day. Let's go! Aero Crab, baby. Nice. So as you guys saw on the GoPro, I ran into a huge school of Aero Crabs. There's like probably a dozen of them down there. I couldn't hold my breath that long, but I got one of them. So we're gonna add them to the bucket. Look at this guy. There's so many, dude, there's so many cool fish down there. All aquarium fish, it's insane. They look exactly like a spider, and you see why they call them an Aero Crab, right? Got an arrow on their head. Very, very pretty. And these guys are a huge cleanup in the aquariums. They'll eat all the algae, whatever the fish don't eat. So they're really good for the aquariums. Round 2, here we go. So I just got a baby top hat or top fin. I think they're top hats, so tiny, tiny, little baby. And I think I got it all on GoPro. Look how tiny he is.
Oh my God.
He's gonna go in the nano aquarium. Boom, boom, look at him. Wow, are you out of breath?
Swim back is so bad.
Yes. I'm out of breath. I'm sorry, guys. I know it seems like I just can't talk right now, but I'm literally out of breath.
Cool.
But this one, huge. One of the biggest ones I've ever seen, and they're all sitting on this one little barnacle. It's sick. I just dove down with Paul, and we got a baby coral banded shrimp. Very tiny. This thing's probably a couple months old, if that. So tiny, but we're gonna get him in the tank and he'll grow to be a big coral banded shrimp.
Dude, the water's crystal clear.
Okay.
I haven't really swam with you, obviously.
Yeah, we gotta get you a pair of fins first.
Going through the middle of those pilings down there, you see some crazy stuff.
Crazy.
You see all the snook?
No, I didn't see.
Bro, there's like 150 snook
Really?
right there.
Well, I think we're gonna try that side, or do you want to stick to this side still?
I probably won't make it across the channel.
Yeah.
Like this video, subscribe.
We are at spot number 2. Now this spot is kind of the other side of the bridge, but over here we have more docks, floating boat ramps, pilings. There's a lot more different species like sea urchins, lionfish, octopus, starfish, just a lot bigger fish. You got the octopus. Now the octopus are very, very hard to find and see just because they will hide in rocks during the daytime. I caught a coral banded shrimp, the biggest I've ever seen in my life. It is like, it's got to be this big, and it's like this thick, and it's pregnant 100%. Then we also got a little black sea urchin, also really, really cool. We're gonna get all these invertebrates in the bucket, then head home and put them in the aquarium. We are back at the 200 gallon. And we got all our invertebrates in this bucket right here. Now I kind of just noticed that is actually the smallest banded shrimp I've ever caught in my life, and that is also the biggest banded shrimp I've ever.
I did not know it was that tiny.
Do you have a light pole? So tiny, but we got to get them acclimated. So what we're gonna do, the usual, get the drip line in, and then give them about 30 minutes, and then they should be good. But in the meantime, we are gonna feed the fish. They're hungry. I feed these guys a lot. Also, I mentioned in the video that I filmed the other day, but that video hasn't gone up yet, that we did have to give back Paul, Paul.
I know. It's not cool.
I know. Apparently those fish need a lot of nutrients in a tank. So those fish are mostly for tanks that are like 4 years old, because they just eat and eat and eat. And I wasn't, I guess, like for a newer tank, I didn't have enough nutrients in here for that fish to survive. I saw that he was eating, but Andy told me, listen, like, Nick, to be honest with you, that fish won't live in there longer than 4 months just because of the nutrients. It's a newer tank and everything. He said everything else will be fine, so we decided just to bring that back and switch it out with a queen angelfish. So we do have a queen angel in here, and that is a very, very pretty fish. Dude, everything just so feeds, sick, dude.
Look at his fins.
Oh, look at his fins.
Holy moly. He's fired up.
We're gonna keep an eye on him. I think he'll do good. He's eating a lot. He's been eating a lot of algae off the rocks as well. I also do have an algae clip that I just clip on there. Yeah, I just clip on there. I'll do this about 2 times a day, and they'll pick out it through the day. And then I'll probably feed them brine shrimp mixed with algae. I'll do 3 cups, so 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then 1 at night. And then they're chilling. They're happy. We got a lot of algae growing on the rocks, as you can see. That's good because tangs, their favorite food is algae. So tank's doing awesome. We're gonna give these guys about 25 minutes now because we've been talking for about 5 minutes, and then they'll be good. So we'll see you guys once they're ready. Here we go. It is time to add our invertebrates, but we're gonna be doing it a little different this time. Paul's gonna take the GoPro and have it from that angle, and then we're also going to have an angle from here. So you'll see underwater and you'll see from out of water. Come on. There she goes.
That thing is a bunch of babies.
Yeah. Now once they're going to pick at it because they have no clue what it is, but once the coral banded shrimp gets on a rock, he's good. See? They're not even going to mess with him now. All right, ready? Next up, Aero Crab. That is going to be a 6-shot. Oh, look at them. Those are so pretty, dude. Now these guys, like I said, are gonna clean up this tank an awesome amount. Everything, see all this little algae you see floating around and stuff from the bigger fish that they didn't eat? That's kind of what these guys are for. They're gonna be the cleanup crew and basically eat whatever the bigger fish don't eat. Now we did catch 3, but Davis had a little accident on the way to the bucket and slipped and fell and 1 escaped. So we only have 2 now. That's okay, we always can get more. There he goes. Look at them. All right, we gotta have some names for our 2 Aero Crabs. I'm thinking like Bob and Jimmy. What do you think, Paul? Bob and Jimmy? If you guys have some names, comment down below and let me know. Then our coral banded shrimp.
Jimmy.
I think we're gonna name him Polly.
Wait, do we have a baby one?
Oh!
And a sea urchin.
And a sea urchin.
You'd think he's forgetting there's stuff in this bucket, huh?
Dude, this thing is so small. And we have a little baby tot hat, but he's gonna go in the nano tank. Well, usually the fish know not to eat these things. And that's the cool part about it. You're probably wondering, oh, the fish eat shrimp, the fish eat crabs in the wild. Now, the fish will actually know whether to eat these guys. These guys benefit them. They clean the parasites off them, they eat the parasites off them, so they know that these guys are, they don't mean any harm. There he goes. Oh, boom, right onto the rock. Look at that little guy. That's sick, see him? He literally just went right onto the rock, and that is the smallest one I've ever seen in my life. Like I said, we do have a pregnant coral banded shrimp, so this thing, if we're lucky enough, will make a nest somewhere on a rock, lay her babies, and then she'll protect them. We might need a male in here because I'm not sure if the female protects the eggs or if the male does. I don't know, so I'm gonna do some research. Once I do the research, we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, she is pregnant, and we're gonna see if she has some babies. All right, so as you just saw, our trigger right here, now triggerfish will eat shrimp and stuff, but this, I talked to Andy, this is a reef trigger, so he doesn't feed on corals, he doesn't feed on little shrimps like that and stuff, so he's reef safe, so he will be fine with our shrimp, and as you just saw, our shrimp kind of pinched him, and I was kind of just telling him not to mess with me. All right, next up is our little sea urchin, okay, I can't really see him, hold on. Land upright. Oh. Ooh, perfect. And now that sea urchin will literally grasp onto a rock. Now that's a living creature. I know it looks like a rock or a branch or something, but no, that thing's fully living. Will move around, crawl around, will go all around the tanks. We actually have a few in the pond, and I see them move all around. You would think, like, how did that thing get from there to there? It has no legs. But they have little microscopic leg-like things on the bottom of them that allow them to just move. And see all this algae on the top of the surface of the sand? What the sea urchin is going to do is go through the sand and kind of Swiffer it all up, causing that algae to get sucked into the filter and then the whole sump process comes into place. But we do have one more fish, and that is a small top fin that I caught, and I think we're gonna add him to the nano aquarium. All we have in here is a tiny little goby, so we're gonna grow him out. Once he outgrows this aquarium, we'll move him to the 200. And of course, I do plan on getting more of these guys because they do school. So I'm gonna go back out probably later today and dive for a couple more just so he has some buddies. There he goes. Look at him. And you see why they call him top fins, huh? That was absolutely an awesome day. Thank you, Paul, for the help. That was awesome. But we did get some new invertebrates for the aquarium. We also did get a little baby top fin fish for the nano. So comment down below what your favorite part of the video was today, whether it was catching the aero crabs, the shrimp, the fish. Comment down below and let me know.
In general?
Or the snorkeling just in general. I know you guys absolutely love the diving videos, and now this is the time of the year where the water is crystal clear, so we're gonna be doing a lot more diving videos. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you give this video a like. Paul's channel is down below. We just did an epic mantis shrimp feeding. This thing like just punched the crap out of the crab. Yeah, just
crazy.
punched the crab. So if you want to see that, it's going to be on Paul's channel. I'll have his link down below. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Paul. See you!